Big up, big up, big up, guys. What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mark M UFC fan, and you know what it is? It's the Football Power Hour slash Mark N UFC fan slash the guys. You know the whole all the guys. We are streaming live the Euros 2024 live here for you guys. You know we're going to be talking about all the games, and right now, up next in the next 4 minutes, the national anthems already been played. It's Slovenia versus Denmark. And we see one of our Manchester United striking targets that recently decided to stay at his club in Benjamin Sesko, leading the line for his national team. And we see our very own young starting striker, young Rasmus Højlund, ready and roaring to go for Denmark to make his debut, a big splash in the Euros after having somewhat of a mixed bag of a season for Man United. I would say he had a pretty good turnout after only really having a full breakout season the season before. And you know what? There's lots in store for that young lad because he tends to perform very well for his home country. So it's going to be a good game ahead. I see you guys already coming in. Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. Records walks on water, but Red Rasmus really roars and rocks. Of course he does. See, Kenny Fan TV would have been joining us, but you know what? He's down under, and it's that time for him to go under the covers and get some rest. Big up to you, my brother. We'll catch you later. Yali Malmin is coming in. Højlund versus Sesko. Let's go. And guys, what's going on? What's going on as you're joining? Let us know what you're in. What is going on with you? What do you think? Get in the comments. Let's see what's going on. And the starting lineup for Slovenia, it's out. I'm going to just bring it up on the screen really quickly so we can see what's going on here. Let me just share the screen. Boom. And it's Slovenia online, starting in the goal, Jan Oblak. In defense, Karnasik, Truksik, Bijol, Janza, Stojanovic, Serin, Elsnik, Sporar, Sesko up front, and Mlaka on the right wing. And as we know, starting up front for Denmark is Rasmus Højlund, Jay Wind, Christian Eriksen, Christiansen, Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg, Martin Hjulman, Alexander Barr, Vestergaard in defense with Christiansen as the lone center back, with Anderson holding on the right back spot. And you know Kasper Schmeichel is in goal, and the Danes are here to do their job as they're roaring and ready for kickoff. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. I'm not sure if I'm seeing all the comments on the stream. Maybe I might have to restart it because I'm having some issues. Ooh, baby. Am I not seeing all the lives? I'm not too sure, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check this really quickly. Oh, not much comments I see. Guess I'm seeing the right comments list. Big up, guys. So, as we're getting ready for the show, guys, what is sad? Only Sesko and Oblak got pictures. Slovenia is exciting since they play my favorite formation, 4-4-2. I mean, Jan Oblak and you know, maybe Benjamin Sesko they both have the, you know, what can I say, the pictures, because, you know, they're, how do we say, the big players in the squad. But that brings a lot of the unknown, you know, a lot of the unknown, because you know what? It means the team is young and they could probably be very exciting, and you never know what could happen. That mean, you know, so you got to look forward to that. And the game is on the way, guys. Quick attack from the Slovenians. This is the team that I'm supposed to be repping. Unfortunate for me that, you know, I haven't gotten the information soon enough, so I don't really have a kit to support them. But, you know, I'm going to do my best in the background like a fan of football and a neutral, really. You know, hard not to want to support Denmark, you know, with Rasmus Højlund up front for the Danes. And Denmark is in possession playing the ball around comfortably. You know, they play a high line, pretty much similar to Manchester United and other teams like Man City. You know, but I would say Denmark is more closer to, you know, that high intensity football that Liverpool plays in sort of a way, in the way they line up. Ball over the top. Kept in play. Into the box. Christian Eriksen plays it out to the top. Oh, and it's on top of the box. Oh, tough there. But Denmark remain in possession of the ball, and the ball is gone into the box again. Well defended, well defended. The red number 3 is a unit, right? Yeah, the guy is tall, man. Dude is huge. That guy Bar, I think he played in Dusseldorf last season as a winger. He might be very interesting. Guy's an absolute unit in defense. I don't know if you guys ever seen Police Academy, but he reminds me of a tall high tower. Rasmus, like his boot came off it with the tackle he received. Oh, his boot stuck in the grass. Yeah, Rasmus, a little scare for Rasmus there, guys. His boot came clear off when the defender stepped on him from the back. I'm just going to drop the link in the comments. So if anyone wants to come in and have their say during the course of the game, I would certainly bring you up on screen, guys. Denmark enjoying most of the pressure, the possession as expected. I don't think anyone else would expect anything too much different from Denmark at this point. You know, knowing what we know from both teams, I think traditional 4-4-2 is more what Slovenia plays. Also, they are not that keen on keeping possession. Bro, Yarly. Let's not talk about that. I don't even want to bring the energy out there to say it loud. You know what I mean, bro? I just kind of just look at that like, yeah, that could be crazy. Ball played out wide. Again, you know, this winger playing for Denmark, he's having a good spell of possession and getting himself in places to pick up the ball, like this second ball that he's just picking up again on the wing. You know, interesting way they're playing. Still in possession. Denmark enjoyed most of the possession in the early parts of this game. Not in a rush, but definitely playing with intent. Christian Eriksen is certainly running a lot and getting stuck in, shockingly enough. Haven't seen much of that for him during Manchester United this season. Oh, Chris from Meta Football is back, guys, as I welcome into the stage. Big up, man. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Man. How you doing?
Chilling. Just enjoying the game so far. Decent start. Yeah. Kind of much what I expected before when I saw the lineups on the team. Denmark would be in majority of possession, while Slovenia would be playing more of that counter attack. Not really important for them to keep the ball as much.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the lineup just now. I just did a short for the channel, just you know, the starting 11s, and yeah, I think Denmark look on paper at least, they look the more, you know, decide that look to go, to get the win. But football is football, and anything can happen. They got much better team at least.
I think it's Wind is his name. He just wasted
Yeah.
a chance, but I guess he was offside. It looked like he got the ball, ahead of everyone else behind the defense. Oh, and he was actually onside. He's onside. But his control let him down. Poor decision making. The ball got stuck on him when he took it down just now.
Does he play for Copenhagen or Copenhagen?
I think so. Wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for Copenhagen. It's like that absolute unit they have that's wearing the number 3, the captain Christiansen or something like that. He plays in Italy, as Yali was saying.
Yeah.
Someone just popped in and popped out. I didn't see who it was actually. Maybe it was Poppy trying to get in.
Let him in.
No. He just they disappeared as I would let them in.
Ah.
They'll probably come back in a sec.
That's cool. He plays for Bologna. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, left wing back, possibly.
Something like that, Big up Stephanie Griffith.
Hey, Stephanie.
I mean, it's not a bad game so far, I don't expect too much in terms of amazing, patches of play from Slovenia, and especially if you look at the Slovenian team, it looks like a pretty much unknown squad for the majority. A lot of young players in the starting lineup. So they're looking to bring something unexpected. So let's see how it progresses.
I mean, Lanza, or however you pronounce his name, didn't he play for Mainz?
Yeah.
In the midfield, but now he's playing in the back 3 or back 4. I think back 4. So I mean, he seems to be quite a versatile player. Needs must, I guess. But and then you got Oblak, obviously. So Sheshko, Sporar, he rings a bell. But for the most part, they are quite unknown, to me at least.
Yeah, good. Exactly what you're saying. And if you look at, and I'm just getting a little bit caught up into the game as you were talking there as well, But the Slovenian team they're very compact. I'm watching them. They keep their shape. They're quick to press at the ball. They seem like they know what they're set out to do. They look to be well drilled. And I could also say in equally, Denmark has been playing really well so far, even though they're not playing one of the big teams, but they've been playing the passes around the field, creating different ways and different chances using different options. And credit to Slovenia, they've kept them out really well, although Denmark could have been in like 2 or 3 times. Højlund had a bit of a moment just now, but he put the ball out and the guy took a little bit too much to put the ball back in the box, so they got the clearance. Denmark is on the attack again.
What minute are you on, Mark?
Oh, I think. Hold on. It's 9 minutes 40 seconds.
You're 20 seconds ahead of me. That's right.
Oh, my bad. Well, I'll just.
No, it's okay. No. I'm just asking. It's all right. It's not a problem.
Oh no! I don't like to talk. If I would talk about it a little bit delayed then in that point, so that way it would be a little bit more easier.
Listen, it's more for the fans. It's more for you for the channel watchers than anything else. It's just just curious.
Yeah, I'm also pretty much usually ahead of most, so I kind of actually have to do it anyway usually, because I would be like usually 20 seconds ahead of Poppy, or like 30 seconds sometimes. So I don't know why. I don't know how though, because usually I'm watching the games from in Germany and they're in England, but mostly this season as well. So because I wasn't really that much there, but yeah.
But it's strange because sometimes whenever I do watch-alongs for Spurs last season, and we do a watch-along with like 3 or 4 channels, and say for example, I would share the link in the chat in a private chat, everybody would be on using the same link, and someone would be in England, I'd be in Spain, someone else would be in Malaysia, for example, with a huge time difference, and everyone would be unsynced, using the same link and watching it on the same program. Be really, really strange. And like someone would go, "Oh, what a goal!" and everyone's going, "What do you mean it's a goal? No, no. Oh, yeah, you just scored." So it's really strange how things work, but I don't know.
Yeah. At the same time, I think I'm a little bit ahead because I'm using ZDF, which is the actual broadcaster for the whole thing throughout Germany.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Just strange how things work, I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah, Yali. Christian Eriksen is looking pretty mobile. He's looking pretty active. He's been really, really getting in the thick of things. He's been actually physically challenging players as well.
It's
I
good to
haven't
hear.
seen much of that this season, to be fair.
It's good to hear that he's made a comeback since that huge scare that he had.
Yeah.
That's just so scary, man, when that happens, And you remember, I suppose, the viewers and in the chat, they remember that what happened to him on the pitch, and everyone was like surrounded, and they had to cut it off, and like so nobody could see, and all the doubts about whether he'd make a comeback or not, and to see him, as you said, Mark, making challenges and fighting for the ball, and it's just amazing the comeback that he's made, and whether he wins stuff or not, whether he does, whether he's successful or not is another thing. But just to see him on the pitch is just a huge triumph, in and of itself. It's just amazing.
Yeah, that was shocking. That in the last Euros, yeah. Tough things to, I mean, you don't expect to see these things happen to any player, whether or not he is a huge fan or not. And as much as I had to say that, I was kind of in between a fan and a hater because he used to play for Spurs and he usually did the business against my team every time for Spurs. So in my honest opinion, he was he's a top player. I mean, top players are top players no matter which team they play for. You have to give them their credit, and that happening to him is like, and I mean, and like you could see like, I mean, everybody would hope that every player would be a really nice guy, but maybe to each their own. Not all of them might be like that typical nice guy, but Christian Eriksen is one of those typical nice guys type of guy. So it's hard for those kind of things to happen.
Humble guy, yeah.
Kind of remind me, like, you see, in terms of attitude, in a way, the way he's carry himself is kind of like a Berbatov. Although I think Berbatov was a little bit more brave about, his ability. You know what I mean?
Wow.
In terms of the way he played the football game, now you could see even his reactions to the goals he scored was like, what else he expect? I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, Berbatov was just class, man. You just turn it on like naturally, just doesn't care. Just that natural ability of playing football is just, and that first touch. Everybody talks about his first touch. Like, in the Spurs community, we talk about Berbatov and the way he went to Man United, and some see him as a traitor, some see him as just another thing that happens in football, and I don't like to get into that. I like the football side of things, and I'm glad the transfer market is so quiet. Everyone, I mean, yeah, it is quite strange that the transfer market isn't blowing up, but I think there's so many things going on with the Euros.
Big morning. Tomorrow we'll have a big morning, trust.
Really?
Yeah. Trust it. We'll have a big morning tomorrow. You see, I don't think they're truly quiet based on the Euros, but I just feel like, tomorrow's Monday is the Euros opening weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might hear some deals happening because clubs had a few days into the window being open to do their discussions, meet and greet, all these things. So I bet Monday we're gonna hear some movement in the window, to be fair.
Hopefully, yeah. Transfer windows are always, especially the summer one. The summer transfer windows are always the big ones, aren't they? They're always
super exciting times.
Yeah, exciting.
For all clubs, like, I mean, like, for our club is like different, but like for all clubs, when you add everything together, it's always good to see, players going to this club, that club, how it's been going, But this game, kind of like the game before, like this game a little bit more intense, more competitive than the game that, a lot of the one or two of the games we saw before. I feel like the Spain game wasn't so competitive. I think Spain took the game away from them pretty early. You know, if you look at this game so far, it's end-to-end. It started to get a little bit more end-to-end football. Oh, wow. Sesko just clipped the post there.
Wow.
Just clipped the post.
Well, how did that happen? Well, I mean, I'm watching this, and yeah, okay. So they're progressing. Oh yeah, okay. So long, yeah, wow, yeah, long shot from Sheshko, yeah.
Long shot for Sesko.
Mm-hmm.
I wish a little bit more in the right. It could have been ricocheting off the post into the back of the net, you know. Keeper really did. Casper had no chance there. No chance if that was on target.
He was beaten. He was beaten.
He was beaten.
Yeah, definitely.
Hoyland is on the ball now in attack. Oh, well defended. Well defended. Oh, goal. Back of the net.
Way.
Denmark won. Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen is off the mark at the Euros, guys. If you don't have him in your team, you should have had him in your fantasy.
Too late now.
Too late now, guys.
Oh, wow.
See that piece of play?
Yeah.
Nice piece of play from Denmark there to get that goal. Christian Eriksen arriving in the box late. Well, I wouldn't say late. I'd say just on time to receive that pass, to give the option. Stuck it away very well as well.
Yeah, the pass was sublime though. That piece of trickery, that piece of skill was very good though, isn't it?
Off the chest. That kind of thing. That goal, you know, so far, to me, I could give that goal number 2 or 3 in the top 3 goals I've seen so far this tournament. You know, to be fair, just the way the touch and everything.
It wasn't off the chest. Sorry, he controlled it on the chest and he laid it off. Yeah, oriented pass. Yeah, to himself. But the back heel was beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. It kind of like that goal that happened earlier with the flick, where the guy flicked the ball on for Weghorst to score.
I didn't see it because I was talking on the other channel and I didn't see it, but yeah, this one I'm in between, you know, talking to you and going back and forwards on the channel. The flick was good. The control, the oriented pass to himself. Obviously, it's an oriented pass. And the finish was very, very good. All in all, I mean, that's a 9 out of 10, man. Almost a 10 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10.
Very,
good
very
team play there. Good link up between the two players there, you know.
Brilliant. Very good, very good. That's impossible to defend against as well. I mean, you just can't. The precision and the speed that goes at. I mean, no one's stopping that. No one.
He had to score. You know, like from the moment I see the touch, the flick, I was like, whoever player it was receiving that flick, they have to score. It was just good that Christian Eriksen was that guy.
Yeah.
But I like that for this game, because this game needed a goal to make it, to really get it going, you know. And I think we had to watch out for Slovenia here, because this happened in the game. This happened to Slovenia quite a few times, even against Norway. I remember Norway Haaland link up with Odegaard, bang, 1-0. And then in the next minute, it was Benjamin Sesko, and then Benjamin Sesko again to create the second goal. He scored the first one and then got the assist. So
was that in a recent?
There's a dangerous team.
Was that in a recent match that they had?
That was I think that was last season in the Nations League.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can't remember that now. But listen, we've gone from Sheshko scraping the post to Denmark going 1-0. So anything can happen in this match, you know. I mean, when there's quality on the pitch, even if you've got like 2 or 3 players, which what we were talking about before, Mark, regarding Slovenia, they may not on paper, you know, be the best team. They might not have the quality there, but 1 or 2 plays can make a difference. And Sheshko's got that, especially long distance. If they can do that, it could be an interesting match, you know.
Could be very interesting.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh no, that came off a deflection there too. Looked like a long shot was going in from Slovenia. You know, I kind of have to support Slovenia in this game, you know, but 2 of my Man United players on the next team. So it's one of those things, one of those moments, you know.
Well, there you go. I mean, I've just talked about just before that, I've just talked about long shots, and it's probably one of those resources that they've got that they're going to have to use more often than not. Slovenia to threaten Schmeichel and to threaten Denmark's defense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about
I
their
agree with
link-up
that.
play. I haven't seen a lot of it, but if it works, it works.
100%. I mean, football is about different thoughts and different ideologies. You know what I mean? Like 4-4-2 have so many different ways they could play it, like a flat four, diamond, augmented. You know what I mean? So watching the two different teams go about the way they play football differently and how they express themselves is really and truly what we all enjoy watching, to be fair. So looking at the two different thoughts here going on and watching them compete, I kind of super enthralled in this moment, and I didn't expect to be so interested.
Yeah.
But so far, I don't know, like from what I've seen so far, definitely I would say that Denmark have been the better team so far. But in moments, I feel like Slovenia's look dangerous. And well, I hope for Slovenia to get a goal as well, because I would like to see Højlund score a winner. So yeah, it's one of those things.
Why the affinity for Slovenia, Mark? What, you're rooting for Slovenia, you said?
Yeah, because earlier on when I came on the stream and I was talking to Papi, they spend this week fortune on everybody who was on the other side of the wheel would support the team that they got selected with. And Slovenia is the team that I ended up with. So, it's the team I have to support in the Euros as well. Even though I'm, staying in Germany, who's hosting the tournament, I thought I would have been exempt from that and just been given host nation. But no free meals in this game. No free meals.
Oh, no. Okay. I understand now. That's good. That's cool.
even normally, naturally, to be honest, if I was to be watching a game like this, I would probably even really support Denmark because, I know Denmark more than I know Slovenia because, they had pretty good crop of players that played in the Premier League, like Jesper Kronsen and Krankia and, Rasmussen and, So, and I grew up watching the Premier League, with players like Dwight York and these guys. And I remember they had this guy who also played for them, who used to play, I think it was at Bolton or something like that. And he was a goal machine.
For Bolton, Danish guy that played for Bolton.
It's either Bolton or it was a team in white. So I'm not too sure if it could have been. It had to be. Isn't that Bolton, boy? It's either Bolton or Southampton, possibly. Not too sure. And I could be wrong on the team he played for as well, but I know he played in the Premier League and he scored quite a bit of goals. I'll remember his name just now. Huh?
Can't remember.
His name begins with a R. It's Hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check it because I can't remember. Probably Rasmussen or something like that.
Ooh.
Almost. Dennis Romadal.
That is the guy. That is the guy I was talking about. That guy.
I was going to check it, and I didn't even. I put into the Google search Danish striker in, and I didn't even get further than that. And I thought Dennis Romadal.
Yeah, I never forget this guy, bro.
I don't know where he played.
And then he had a teammate who used to play with him at that team. Was different. When the two of them fellas link up, there was the most dangerous thing in attack for that team going forward.
He played for Charlton Athletic.
Charlton. But Charlton used to wear white, I think, at some point. Or whitish kind of thing.
They're red. They predominantly play in red.
The
But
home kit is our red kit.
yeah. But could be white away kit. I mean, now the away colours look like a pinkish kind of. Well, I mean, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But it could have been another. I mean, he used to play for PSV. So could it be? Could it be that you remember, or was it definitely the EPL? I mean, he played for Ajax.
No, well, I know he played in PSV and thing, but I just know he was real good, and especially during the World Cup and thing, because back then, with what I would generally watch more of the World Cup, and it's only like and they watch some of the Euros as well, but mostly the World Cup, and Denmark was always featured at that point in time for a couple of years before they missed out for a while. So
yeah,
I could have been getting it wrong about that, but definitely, I don't know if Denmark parking the bus. But it certainly seems that Slovenia has been in the ascendancy for the last 10 minutes of the game, Yali, to be fair.
Yeah, Denmark, Ramadan, 126 international games. He says he played here.
Big player.
Yeah. Good player.
Back then, what's strange? Today it have a lot higher average of good footballers in teams. But for me, I feel like back then it had more X factor players in teams. You know what I mean? Like no matter which team you was looking at, it could be Belgium, Italy, France, Denmark. Oh, almost 2-0 there.
There's a question by Stephanie in the chat. Would you mind putting it up, please?
Oh, hold on. Chris, are you old enough to remember Ossie Ardiles and Ricky Villa 1981 Cup final beating City in the replay? What a game.
Right. Thank you, Mark. I started supporting Spurs and Barcelona at the same time, same year, in 1983 when I was 4. So if anyone wants to do the maths on that, you'll find out how old I am. I started supporting Spurs in 1983, and Ossie Ardiles and Ricky Villa signed for Spurs in 78. So just after the World Cup. So I can't remember much about that era, right? But I supported Spurs by happenstance, right? And Ardiles and Villa were key to Spurs back then. So of course, through historical books and through video and through looking back, of course I remember them. Of course they're ingrained up here in the Spurs history, and amazing players, of course. And I do remember the City final, but obviously through video, not of remembering, because I was 2 years old in 1981. But thank you for that. Thank you for that question, Stephanie. Big up to you.
Big up. That's a great memory, bro. Like I have some memories of football from when I was small. Like I was telling them earlier, Paolo Rossi for me is why I support Italy in all the big international tournaments. You know what I mean? But
what player?
In terms of Manchester United, I always like United, but I was really, really sold on United when Dwight York came to United. Like I was always watching United as much as like every week in, week out, as much as I could. But when Dwight York came, I was like, that I'm here, But at the same time, that was mostly because he's from where I'm from at the same time. So it's like, hey, I have a Trini playing for Manchester United. No, had to be a fan.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was at Villa. He was at Villa, then he went to Man United, I think it was.
Yeah, he was at Villa, and before Villa, he was playing in France at Stade de Reims.
Yeah.
Or Liège or something like that. But it's like, it's just like United back then was a different kind of team. It was like a team with more of a never say die attitude. No matter what, these players not going to give up. You're going to get a result somehow, some way. You know what I mean? But now United is a team in a rebuild. So it's like watching international football, watching the Euros now. look, that's if you compare them right now in terms of an international team, we're more like a Slovenia than like a Denmark. You know what I mean? In terms of, you know, we have a lot to do, and we will be doing it with a lot of unknown factors coming through this, you know. So yeah.
What do you think of Ratcliffe? Are you sold on Ratcliffe? Do you think he's giving out the right messages of what you've seen, or is he just another businessman that's in for it for the money, and Man United is just another vehicle, for example? What's your take, Mark? What do you think?
I think, you know, I mean, I wasn't really a huge fan of the percentage takeover, to be honest. I never really wanted it. You know, I'm not going to turn around and say that, yeah, he's doing amazing, you know. I just will say that I think it's left to be seen. Some of the decisions that has been made so far, I think is for the best. And let's see what results become of those things. You know, you can never really truly make a total analysis until another 9 seasons or so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit too early. I mean, I saw a clip on Twitter the other day, well, a few weeks ago, whatever it was, last month, and he talks about the experience of going to the match. I'm not sure whether you saw it, Mark, and he's saying that it has to be an experience. Like, you have to be there hours before, hours after, like a whole day. It's not just the 90 minutes of the match, and that's what Man United and the surroundings of Old Trafford are lacking. Like, when you go to no, it's no problem. When you go to like the match, it has to be a day out, and that's what he would like to convert Man United and Old Trafford in, so that it becomes an experience that you spend the whole day there.
That's how it is at Real Madrid, to be honest, and PSG, you know, and some other big clubs like when you go to the Allianz Arena as well. There's so many different things you can do there while you're there. So it's pretty much the way it's going to go. So, you know, I would say whatever it does, it improves it, and it improves the surrounding area. It probably creates a lot of jobs that's definitely necessary. And, you know, it makes a better experience for fans. And that's always going to be a positive. But before we continue on that, I just wanted to say that in the last few moments, Slovenia has gotten 4 chances at goal. And if not for being offside just now, they probably would have been clean through. I feel like there was a moment just now where, you know, the attacker got the ball clean through, and instead of playing the ball back to Benjamin Sesko, he tried to cross it into the box. And I mean, crossing the ball into the box with Denmark in this possible game, having 2 players above 6'4", I think that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Denmark just had a possible chance there. Good defending by Slovenia. Cross came into the box from Christian Eriksen again.
I'm going to try and see if I can split screen, because obviously I like to look at what I've got on the screen at the same time. And if
true,
you know, and if I can't watch the match, and I can now. Yeah, okay. I think I've done it. Yeah. So sorry, apologize about that. So,
no worries, man. All good. Everything is cool, man. No worries. Like, I didn't, you know, you wasn't doing anything wrong. We're talking football at the end of the day, so it's all good.
Yeah, sure. But I just like to be in sync of what you're watching and what I'm watching, just a bit. So I'm in sync as well. So there's a corner for Denmark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Stephanie, you're welcome. You're welcome, because I think she said thank you for answering. So you're welcome.
Big up, Steph. Smash the likes, people. Don't forget, you know, it helps the channel grow. I'm on the road to 300 subs. I think Chris is also on the road to 300 subs, and Poppy is on the road to 1100. So guys, get in, smash the likes. Don't forget to leave your comments. If you're watching this now, or even you're watching it later, don't forget to leave your comments, your thoughts, and what you think the possible results of the game is. It's currently 1-0 Denmark, and Slovenia has been in the ascendancy. So let's see how the first half comes to the close. There's 10 minutes left, plus whatever added extra time.
You think there's going to be much added time, Mark, from what you've seen?
From what I've seen, I'd say about 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Anything more, I'd say there had to be something else happening throughout the course of the match. But definitely at least 2 or 3 minutes extra time. I think it's fair.
Yeah. Is anybody doing the England watch along? Do you know?
I'm supposed to be asking Drex, which I forgot to do, if he wanted to do, if he was able to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll ask him and find out. Maybe I'll have to probably try to, which I probably can't. But
Right.
oh, you know what? Let me see if Vegeta is skating, bro. Oh. Waiting for replies. And Slovenia is on the attack. Ball into the box. Oh, miskicked. And the ball placed out by the Danish defender for a corner. The striker just arrival late there just now. Yo, this number 9 playing for Slovenia. Let me tell you something, right? If I was coach, that's the first substitution I'm making at the half.
Is he not good?
It's not that he's not good, but I just feel like he's playing for himself and not for the team in this moment.
Number 9, is that Sporar?
Sporak or something. I think that's his name, yeah.
Is that his name?
I feel like he's playing for himself. Like it must be him to score this first goal. You know that kind of way? Man miskicked the ball, all kind of thing, bro.
Probably got money on it.
Yeah, 2 of the last Carabao Cup winners scored today. Yeah. Didn't expect Walt to score, but he came on and it was a good goal, to be fair. Same kind of good, intricate passing as well. Big up, Luca.
Luca AFC. Big up, man. I see you around the chats. Jeez. Funny to see you here, man. Big up.
He's always popping into the chats, to be fair.
Yeah, big up, man.
I wouldn't lie. Christian Eriksen everywhere today for this team. Sure.
Yeah. The link-up play by Denmark is pretty good in the final third.
I think it's no matter where you go on the field right now, like Denmark linking up well, yes.
Well, they got the
quality. Number 17 having a right good day. Wow.
Christiansen, yeah.
Yeah, you need to test the keeper. That's the only thing he hasn't really done for me. This guy who played number 10, Bar. You see what he tried to do there?
Let's see the replay. I'm currently on the replay where they cross it in. What? So he tried to back heel it, right?
I don't know if it's like that's what he was trying to do. It looked like it.
Oh no, he didn't even actually touch it.
But he didn't actually. Exactly. But it looked like he motioned to to do a kind of flick.
Yeah,
behind
like a trick or
kind
something.
of thing.
Good ball in. Black.
Deserved lead from Denmark so far, though. Shocked they didn't score a second goal.
Well, I mean, yeah, but Slovenia, as we've seen, they've had a few chances as well. That long shot from Šeško, but which could have changed the course of the match, because it was right before, you remember, right before Denmark scored, that Šeško long, that could have changed the course. So, I mean, yeah, but I mean, all in all, the play has been in Denmark's favour. So yeah.
Yeah. But the same thing has happened in any football game. You miss your chance and the other team suddenly come up with a chance and they take it and the game's momentum shift, confidence drop, these things. But we'll see how Slovenia reacts. And I'll always say this, I've seen Slovenia play a few times, and each time I've seen them play, there's not a team that a goal or two down is going to keep them out of the game.
So they're tenacious.
Yeah, they're very tenacious, a team. Denmark midfield on point today, though.
And Højbjerg as well. Jeez, that's strange. Not a big fan of Højbjerg, to be honest, but well, I suppose it's different. Each player I know is different. Some of Ultimate Team cards. Oh, okay. Each player is different depending on the setup, depending on the teammates, depending on the tactical setup. I just think he's limited for what Spurs want to do, and the way our new manager wants to play, which is why he's on his way out, or expected to be out. He was okay for Conte. But spot on, Chris. Name of the game must be take times like Bruno missed header away at Spurs last season. Yep, it's just moments, I suppose. But I don't know. Football's just a fun game.
Ericsson could have made it 2-0 there.
Ericsson, brilliant player, man.
I don't want to say it, but I feel like that they will rule that chance just missed there. You see that blast? You see that shot over the bar there?
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you give a team too much, you open up a team too much, and you don't put them away. You show them what weaknesses they're exposing, and then when they fix that problem, they will come and expose you. So, Denmark need to score a second goal. But I would like Slovenia to score a goal before that happens to make the game interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to see what happens if Slovenia score a goal, for example, and draw, put it level. Because then that will make Denmark, think, because now they're comfortable. They're 1-0 ahead. Their game plan is obvious. And what happens if they draw? Have to rethink things.
True.
I mean, perhaps if not, they're just going to steamroll ahead and they don't care about the the scoreline. But that's down to the manager, of course. I mean, I'm saying very simple things, but in my mind, they're very simple. But I don't know.
Foul on Christian Eriksen. Play will be brought back there.
Yeah, it's a clear foul.
Jersey pulling is unrighteous to us it next sense, You have no choice to tug at Jersey sometimes, but in some occasions, might as well just let him cross the ball. The most interesting thing for me is a lot of the teams so far, besides really the Netherlands, played a pretty much squad with a lot of youth in it that, you would see quite a few players who not really a big name.
Right. I mean, there was a lot. You think? I'm not sure who was talking about Koeman in the last stream. Are you not a big fan of Koeman? Was it you who was Chris?
Oh no, no,
criticize.
it actually was Drex, Admiral Drex.
Oh, okay. It was Drex. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm in and around managers, like coaches, you know, every week here in Spain, and I respect every manager because it's not easy to be a manager. You know, they've got so many things they've got to decide, they've got to take into consideration, and you know, as I said before, and I think I saw you nodding on the last stream when I said football is moments, and we're not privy to what goes on behind closed doors on the field, on the training field. Why does a manager choose this player over this player? Well, it's obvious that they see something that we obviously don't, of course, right? And they're not free from getting things wrong as well, you know. So and obviously they have to make a decision. Their livelihood is on the line. You know, there's a lot of pressure on managers for a tournament that is literally only 3 games. It's only a 3-game tournament, and you could be out, or even 2 games, and they've got to decide. Whilst fans like ourselves are sitting back watching how things unfold with absolutely no pressure whatsoever. And managers, like in this case, national team managers, have got to decide within a few days, a few weeks, you know. And it's just all these little things that people take for granted, which is normal. We don't have to take them into consideration because we're not under that pressure. But you know, Koeman deserves his respect, although he's not, you know, a top 10, a top 100, top 1,000 manager. I don't, you know, however you want to classify him. But for him to be there, for him to do that, it deserves respect as well. You know, whether he's victorious or not. But he knows more than me. He knows more than most of us.
100% agree with you there. Like, I mean, all these managers deserve their respect, you know. And just as we saying that, you know, it's halftime, guys. Slovenia 0, Denmark 1. Goal coming in the first 15 minutes by Christian Eriksen. Very, very well taken goal. Great touch, great control, and a very, very classy finish. Guys, you know, as he is saying, all the managers deserve respect. And I have to concur and agree totally with that because despite what we may think as fans, whether it's your club, my club, any club of football, the manager deserves the time and the necessary, you know, chance to do what he has to do and do what he thinks is best because he's the one seeing these players week in, week out, day in, day out. He's the one getting the results, knowing what is the conversation between what each player's role is, what they're expected to do, and how he expects them to perform, and plus taking into account the talent that he sees in. It's just one of those things for me where I look at it from the perspective that the manager must be allowed to do what he has to do.
I mean, talking about your club, for example, for Man United, and whether it's a rival club, whether it's, you know, to me, yeah, it forms part of the fandom, forms part of the game. Man United is a huge club, a huge history, and I, you know, that's respectful as well. You know, I mean, I have my teams that I support and I like, and it all forms part and parcel of the whole thing. But to see Man United where it is now is kind of, you know, it's kind of sad. You know, it's like a fallen giant, and it, you know, it's going to take a bit of time to get back to where it was. You know, but for like to see a manager like Erik ten Hag, who did a great job at Ajax, who has experience at Bayern Munich, you know, in the lower categories. He was there when Pep was there. He was at Utrecht, I think he was. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was there. He's got his experience. He's had his, you know, he's on his journey. He's still on his journey. He's still a young manager. He's like 50 something. He's 50, you know, whatever. And now, I mean, I saw on Twitter, you know, Manchester United fans, you know, that have got information regarding players that moan about being played out of position, players that moan about not wanting to fulfill what he's demanding of them. Like, but hang on a minute, you're paid to do what the manager tells you, and if you know what I mean, because you're a professional footballer. And if your ego is too big, you're going to get benched, because at the end of the day, the manager has to decide for what's best for the team. And the team has to get higher up the league to make the money, to reinvest, to win titles. So it's the whole process. Now, if one player is going to derail the whole system, you ain't playing, mate. You know? And I feel for
100%.
Ten Hag, because I think he's a very good manager, and he's a very underrated manager that has been. I mean, he decided to go to Man United because he was offered that possibility, of course, right? But to be thrown into that situation, so to speak, with players that he signed, right, like Anthony, like, you know, whatever, and now they're boycotting his decisions because they can't be bothered. I mean, I can only feel for the guy. You know, I can only feel sorry for you know, these egotistic players that, you know, that should be doing better. You know, especially for an institution like Man United.
100%. Like for me, like I'll be honest, you know, like I'm one of those that actually I backed the manager all season, and to be fair, just to keep it short, because I wanted to ask some questions about the game,
Sure.
you know. But I just wanted to say, like, you know, in all honesty, like whether or not you back the manager or you don't back the manager, at the end of the day, the manager has to be given time to do what he thinks is best. And whether we disagree or agree is left to be seen. And if the manager has a 3-year contract, I would say for any manager, whoever it is, I would at least, if they did well in one season, if they had a bad season after that, I would expect them to be given time to at least correct it in their last season. So that's just how I see it. You know, despite what it is and how it ended up this season, it wasn't good enough, but it could be better. I don't think it's only his fault. I think there's a lot to go around, a blame to go around in why the team performed the way it performed. And I still think next season is going to be much better for Manchester United, and that's just my honest opinion.
Yeah. And all the best for Man United and Ten Hag and everybody. I mean, you know, as I said before, rivalries are rivalries, and that stays on the pitch. And but you know, I respect everything, because it's not so one dimensional as is. You know, like Ten Hag, he's useless, he's clueless, he's this man. He's a manager, and it doesn't always
100%.
depend on him. He's got 25 players at his disposal, and one week a player could be absolutely brilliant, and the next absolutely useless because of personal decisions, because the pitch, because of the player that he's coming up against absolutely nullifies him. You know, it's just not so clean cut, excuse me, as everybody thinks. So
100%.
You know,
but before the game resumes, what was your thoughts about the first half? I mean, give me it in this way. Give me your what you think about Denmark, you know, up until the goal, and then tell me what you think about Slovenia after that, and then you could come back and see how Denmark closed off the half.
Yeah. As I expected, Denmark, the stronger team on paper, they're living up to that expectation. Of course, we can't write out Slovenia, because they have got quality, especially in Šeško, which is why he's been sought out by the clubs wanting to pay that money for him. Look, they're producing Denmark are producing the football that we've expected. But they have to be wary, because you know, one slip up and Slovenia can create problems. So I expect a second half to be very similar. But I think Denmark will at least get another goal, perhaps two, if Slovenia, you know, drawing, you know, to the final stages of the game, and they're like still maybe 2-0 behind, they could capitulate. Although what you said before, Mark, they are very tenacious. They don't give up. So I mean, they could bring it back 2-1 if Denmark were ahead. We'll just wait and see. But I think Denmark will pull it off and win through superior quality and gameplay.
100%. I think, you know, if I look at the game, I will be honest. Like when I was, you know, giving the match preview this morning, I said Denmark is a stronger team, but you know, I think there are a few players available for Slovenia that could be match winners, especially Benjamin Sesko. And I was like, you know, what's going to happen is Denmark is going to have most of the possession, which you expect. They are a possession-based, country. The way they play football, they like to keep the ball in their possession. You know what I mean? I would say that I didn't expect Christian Eriksen to be having such an amazing game as he's having today. He has truly, truly exceeded my expectations today, and Denmark has been all the better for it. And you know what? I think there could have been moments where Slovenia might have gotten themselves back into the game, not for the bad decisions of the number 9. I think he is the biggest reason why they're not leading in this moment, because I think most of the chances that on the times that he was put through, he was so focused on him being the scorer that he didn't see that there were better options open and available that may have gotten Slovenia back into the game. What's going to happen in the second half, I don't know. But in the last, 15, 20 minutes, I think Slovenia kind of came into their own into the game, and they was making a bigger, better fight of it. It got to be a little bit more end-to-end, not wastefully, but in a sense where Slovenia had a few chances. They were in a bit of possession in a few moments, and they were able to almost get themselves, if not for the final ball. But Denmark, I have to say Denmark is Denmark, and they close off the half. And, I'm excited to see what comes of the second half, because Slovenia is going to have to go for it, because they're already in a tough group. The other 2 teams in this group played last night, Italy and Albania. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I think that with the two other teams that you just mentioned, Italy and Albania, I'd like to see Albania against Slovenia. On paper, the 2 lesser of the teams in the group, that could be an interesting pair up. And Denmark against Albania as well, because they although they didn't exactly create a lot of problems against Italy, but I'm not sure when they're going to play against Denmark. But if they have to go down to the wire, I'm sure they're going to pull something out of the bag, perhaps not to win, but at least to create some kind of problems. You've got Raymanaj, who came on second half for Albania, and he created, from what I saw, the most problems, along with Asani, who is their forward. I'm not sure if he's like a right winger, he's a right forward, or he plays up front, up top, so to speak. So I'd like to see those pairings against like Albania, Slovenia, and Albania, Denmark. And this group is quite interesting, although it's not not always the most powerful teams like on paper, but those lesser kind of, with all due respect, are probably the ones that get you out of your seat more, because they're more kind of like leveled off quality wise. So that could be interesting. This group, that could be interesting.
I just wanted to bring this into contention. Sometimes I'm one of those guys that don't really read these things, but at the same time, lately I've been checking it out since I've been doing a lot more content and stuff. And like, if you look at the settings here, Slovenia have never beaten Denmark in their 6 previous meetings in all competition, losing on 5 occasions. They were in the same qualifying group in the UEFA Euro 2024. On 2 encounters, they produced a draw in Ljubljana and followed by a Denmark home win. So it's kind of history for the 2 teams, The second major point is Slovenia will be making their second only appearance ever at a UEFA Euro finals. Their first participation was dating back into 2000. That's 24 years, equals the second longest gap between 2 appearances in the tournament, the longest belonging to Hungary, 44 years, who just returned as well this time. The third biggest point is at Euro 2000, Slovenia failed to win a single game, draw 2, lost 1. Whilst Zlatozavic scored 3 of their 4 goals, it included drawing the opening match 3-3 against FR Yugoslavia. After having been 3-0 up, it's the only time the team has failed to win a Euro match after having led by 3+ goals. 4th big point, Slovenia collected 7 wins and 22 points in Euro for Euro qualifying, both records for them in a major tournament qualifying campaign, World Cup plus Euro. Denmark are making their 10th appearance in the UEFA Euro tournament. They won the tournament in 1992. They qualified after Yugoslavia were disqualified as a result of war in the Balkans. So, it's going to be pretty interesting. The atmosphere is pretty good at the MPH Arena in Stuttgart. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
Mark, I do apologize. I'm going to have to go to leave you for the
No
second
worries,
half on your
bro.
own, my friend.
No, thank you so
Um,
much for coming in. Big up to you guys. Don't forget to check out his channel. You know, Chris at is it Meta Football TV, right?
TV.
Guys, check
Yeah.
him out. You know, don't
Thank
forget,
you.
you know, I know he's a Spurs fan and a Barcelona fan, but you know, he's a football fan, so you could smash a like for
Yeah.
him, guys. Thank you
At the
for
end of
coming
the
in, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a football fan, and that's what's most important. So thank you very much for having me on, Mark. We will. I will see you soon. I'll keep in contact, my friend. Everybody, smash the likes of this channel, sub if you haven't already, and keep it real. Have a good second half, and everybody in the chat, thank you for the love, and Mark, especially to you for the invite. All the best,
No
my man.
problem, bro. See you later, man.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Guys, and the second half is about to resume as the teams are about to kick off. And let's see what the second half have in store. This has not been a draw at halftime. Denmark have been leading, but could Slovenia turn the tables on the Danes? Let's see how it goes in the second half. No substitutions to report as of yet, but let's see what's happening. Guys, what are your thoughts so far since the start of the second half? Do you think Slovenia is going to come back? I think there's a goal in the cards. Denmark is on the attack now, guys. Ooh, and it's Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund! Oh, just got the defending, just took them away. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back doing the watch along. It's the second half. We were on in the first half. Did I disappear just now? I hope I didn't. But yeah. Rasmus Højlund almost had a clear run, almost broke in on goal there and got to be 2-1. It might have been 2-1. Let's see how it goes as the Slovenians are desperately defending, trying to get themselves composed like the way they ended the first half. Dun, dun, dun. Luan, how's your day going? Enjoyed the first game? What are your thoughts? England is playing later. You know, you have to be here to rep your team. Vegeta is probably going to be hosting the stream. I'll probably be popping in at the halftime, you know, to keep him company throughout to the end. But definitely, you know, it's a long day and we're keeping the fun coming. Coverage of every single match as promised by the community, for the community. We will be here. Denmark is looking pretty comfortable as they started the second half. Same way, you know, they started the first half in control. Christian Eriksen is looking so lively, guys. Are you all upset or is it just me just overreacting? Because I just can't help but feel a bit upset that he's looking so lively in this game. Yellow card for Martin Hulman. I did disappear. When did I disappear? I don't know what happened. Sorry. Morton Hulman just got a yellow card for jersey pulling a little bit too much on the rough side. Oh, Benjamin Sesko just got kicked just now. Never miss Rob, buddy. What's going on, man? Are you gonna come in? You wanna come in and talk about Ericsson and Hoyland? Because I'm supposed to be supporting Slovenia, but I'm trying to keep a balance in how I, rep the game. The link is pinned if you want to come in. Big up, GB. Ooh, Sesko. And they're claiming for a handball. I think they're gonna go to VAR. Slovenia is claiming for a handball. The referee speaking to one of the Slovenian players. But it's a handball. It came off the defender's. It came off the defender's hand. It looked like it bumped off the back of his elbow. Oh, big up, big up. Revolution will be televised. Never miss Rob. Ericsson is looking so. Bro, how did they not score just now? How did he not score? The man literally get the ball. He just had to kick it into the net. And he run away. What is Bajol doing? Stovakovic. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. That guy kicked through the defender. That's supposed to be a penalty. I'm sorry, but that's supposed to be a penalty. That's a pen. That is a pen. He definitely kicked the guy. That is a penalty. That is a pen. I think they're going to get a penalty, guys. I think Slovenia is going to get a penalty. It's a penalty, guys. No, check over. Check over. Bro, the dude wouldn't clear the ball if he didn't kick through the player. That's crazy. I told the pen, check over. No pen. That's a pen, guys. That is a pen. Trust. That is a pen. The guy knee literally kicked the guy in his hamstring before his foot made contact with the ball. Oh, Rasmus. Tough luck, buddies. Tough luck. Looking lively at the start of the second half. Starting to give him a little bit of fright, Rasmus, that they might score our next goal. No way, referee. Yellow card. Wait, how is that foul? Wait, just don't wait. How does this guy get a yellow card? Something is wrong with this referee. The guy tackled the ball, the fella run over his foot. The guy play the ball, the fella run over his foot. That's not supposed to be that's not even supposed to be a yellow card. What is going on with this referee? What is going on with this referee? This referee is doing madness, bro. This referee is destroying this game. How is that a free kick for Denmark? I'm trying to figure it out. I lost, guys. The guy running to the Slovenian player. He ran into him. Didn't win the ball. Almost 2-0 Denmark there. Wow. How is that not a pen? Slovenia should have a pen. Nah, this Denmark player just went to ground, bro. Like he didn't have. Come on, big strong you. Nah, bro. That's not the right call. It was a penalty, Luan. And the guy didn't deserve a yellow card either. That was not a yellow. If he had got a yellow card for that challenge just now, I could accept that. But the challenge before, he literally played the ball back. The defender ran into him and tripped over his leg. That's not his fault. That's not his fault. You can't be at fault for somebody running and tripping over your leg. Like, that's crazy. Jump over. He didn't even have the ball. The Slovenian guy was in control of the ball. He tackled the Slovenian guy. This referee going to make this game get one-sided because all the calls coming in for Denmark. And I mean, I'm not saying that Denmark not in control of the game, but not because they're the better team based on quality players means that all the calls should be in their way. I don't think they're always going to make the tackles right. You know what I mean? So Yali, he's looking so good on the ball today, right? But where that player was for the whole of this season, where was he? Nowhere. I am upset watching him look so good right now. I swear. I'm being honest, bro. I'm upset. He didn't even look as energetic for Man United. Unless I'm mad. I don't know. Don't know. Probably playing for a move. Never know. He was the gash in the midfield for most of the season. Not he was playing next to good to players. Bro, he's not even getting that leeway with me. He played next to Kobe Manu and Bruno Fernandez. He's the gash amongst the two, to be fair, this season. But he looking so good in this game. If he had looked like this for United, well, boy, I telling you, the man making tackles, bumping into players, bumping players off the ball. He physical. Where is this physicality coming from? Where? But power to Ericsson, I like his performance so far. He marshalling the midfield for Denmark at the moment, playing really well. I just mad because where was that player in my season a few months ago? Nowhere. Poppy. Big up, Poppy. What's good? What's good? What's good? Denmark is looking so good, bro. Yeah, I can hear you now, Poppy.
Why doesn't he do that for us?
Poppy, you can see the genuine question and curiosity on my face, bro. I'm not even mad at him, bro. I am happy to see him playing so well. But where was this guy in my season? This guy, like, running from end to end, at full pelt,
Yeah.
John knows. But, good game so far, though. I do think that Slovenia should have had a penalty. And I do think that yellow card on that player was a bit harsh. But we move.
Yeah. Crazy.
That was offside. Yeah. No, he onside, man.
And the last time when Ericsson had that scare, it was 1,100 days ago. Apparently, the last time that
2 years and 2.5 years.
Yeah.
That's a good one. The last Euros.
Good for him.
Good for him, bro. I swear.
And do you know anything about his contract situation? Like, is he a free agent after the summer or
well, no, he has a year left, I believe. It was 2 years plus one. We triggered the plus one last season. I just think, it's possible he could be playing for a move. There are reports that, the Turkish club, the Turkish Giants in for him, both Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. There's also some reports that a team in France is interested, and as well as, Saudi Arabia. So you never know what can happen. Possibly might even have a Premier League club coming up that might also be interested in having him. I could say that about Ipswich Town or any one of the 3 teams coming up, Leicester as well.
Yeah, I hear it. I'd let him ride out his contract at United.
I would do as well.
Just like everybody else that I've seen that they come in.
Nah, bro. In a way, I feel like, okay, if a good deal come, and he wants to go, it opens up the market for maybe a cheeky signing, like let's say a young midfielder that could come in from, let's say, Brazil, or like from Ecuador, like a Oscar Zambrano type signing. Ericsson wages could be the cost of signing a player like that. I think Poppy internet just dropped out there for a second. Denmark is really dominating this game at this point, bro. Even, I just feel like the refereeing a little bit too Denmark centric in this second half. To be fair, I feel like all the slightest things is a foul. That offside just now that they gave there, the guy wasn't actually offside, but it was close.
Oh no! I'm just reading Yale's comment about 4 years. I was stuck in a bed at the hospital. I had nurses come into my room to talk about what happened. I got to ask medical questions to them, which was fun, but it was a proper scare when it happened. Damn, Yale. We're glad you're good now.
Big up. He said that a little bit earlier,
Oh, okay. I'm just catching up on that right now.
Yeah.
Damn. Health is.
Hoyland hasn't scored a goal, but he's been in the thick of things. To be fair, he's been doing a lot, contributing just by his play on the field.
What about Sesko? Is he living up to
the hype? He almost scored a long-range effort in the first half. Would have probably been the first goal, but since then he's had a few moments. He's been getting caught called offside quite a bit. You know, if I feel like if he gets some service, you never know, you might see him get a chance.
Word.
Denmark is on the attack again.
Oof. Yes. Glad you're
Rasmus! Whoa! Rasmus should have scored. Rasmus should have scored there. Good save by the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper damaged himself making that save, but Rasmus, he was in.
Damn. I see.
Advantage right now is in the favor of Slovenia. Slovenia still on the ball. I think their goalkeeper is injured. He has to be injured. He has to be injured there. Because Rasmus was like a foot away from goal, taking that shot, and the keeper stopped that with his hand. So not only did he stop the dude, but he stopped Rasmus' foot follow through as well with his hand. This guy Wynn's supposed to get a yellow card there, but the referee talks to him. Interesting.
Damn, glad you survived that scare.
Is the defender take out his hand there, bro? That's a tough one to watch.
Yeah, I'm really agreeing with Lutata about Ericsson should be the one to take corners instead of Bruno.
I mean, yeah, we could talk about the corners, but before we get to taking corners, Ericsson's supposed to be doing what he's doing here for Manchester United, and I haven't seen that in a long time, bro. I'm mad.
Has he scored a free kick for us, like an actual direct free kick, short free kick?
Did he do that in his first season, or something, or close, or something like that?
Bro, this guy used to score free kicks for fun. I'm sure there's a compilation of him in Spurs and in Italy scoring free kicks.
Yeah,
and then he comes to us and then he doesn't score free kicks. It happens,
bro.
No, Yale, it's a light, not a ghost.
Hoyler needs to score, yeah. But Sesko gonna score, yeah. That fella, if he did head down, that'll be back of the net there, bro. I think Sesko gonna score. You see this fella they just bring on there? He will supply Sesko. This fella does play well with Sesko. I back in Slovenia, guys, so don't be mad at me that I was Sesko to score. Because I need this team to progress. Even if it's an equalizer. Hoyland will have to score big goals in this tournament. I mean, he had to play against Italy and Albania. This fella Christiansen, Papi, take him in, bro. He's not that bad at all in him. Too greedy, Ericsson. Too greedy. Ericsson could have make Denmark go 2 goals up instead of shooting. He should have passed. She was to slot it in the center. He was supposed to pass it. Why are you looking so lively, bro? It's about 17 minutes played and he's still running. Papi, the pitch is smaller. I've been to Stuttgart Stadium, so I know the pitch not smaller than Manchester United Stadium. But, bro, how are you running that pitch so much and he couldn't run the United pitch, bro? Wow. Wow, referee. Wow. It's rugby. I watching our Denmark player literally ran into a Slovenian player, Papi. He didn't challenge for the ball. He just ran into him and barged him. The guy fell to the ground. The ball and what? Ball. Luan. Slovenia is the team given to me to support for the Euros. We are in the Euros tournament right now, so I have to support Slovenia. And back Sesko scoring can help, because maybe he comes to United. You never know.
Luan, Mark needs any point he can get. He didn't start the Euros well, so that's why. It's been tough. It's a rough start.
It's been tough for real. But Hoyland looking real good, bro. Like, I wouldn't lie to y'all. Hoyland looking like an experienced striker in this game.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think we got something good there. Like I did. You remember the Ten Hag interview where he was saying that he wanted Kane, but if we had gotten Kane, we probably wouldn't have got Hoyland. That's pretty much how that panned out, and I'm glad for the future, for the long term. Hoyland will be much better back for our money than than Kane would have been.
True, but I'm glad we never get Kane. That's one of the things I was so happy about in that window, that we never get Harry Kane. I would have never wanted us to pay 100 million to bring a curse to Manchester United. So, sorry about that.
Sure.
Hope nobody mad at me for that, but I think I'm the only happy person that we never get Harry Kane.
Sure. Even though I feel like we would have made it out the group stages.
You will make it out the group stage, but we probably would never win the FA Cup. Probably would never win a Carabao Cup neither. No, unlike that was last season. That was the season before. But we probably wouldn't win the FA Cup, bro. I mean, he went right into a Bayern Munich team that was playing the final to win the Pokal, and they lost.
True.
So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. At least Luan is with me on this. We agree on something.
Small wins.
Small wins. And the mud, because I kind of predicted Denmark to win this game. I think it was a 3-2 if I'm not mistaken. So I still will get a point for winning here.
Good luck with that.
Did I? I think I predicted Denmark to win. Did I? Yeah, I think I did predict that Denmark win. I'm not too sure. I remember. I'll double check it real quick. Predictions.
This is the set that's behind. Is it really?
Bro, just go to ZD. I was sending outside, bro. Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna show you guys that. It doesn't look good when it's not.
Send your side copy. I'll drop it in the private chat. Just see if you could use that and you will get the game. You should be able to get the game. Think it should work.
Wait, what is this live?
You want to watch the Slovenian game at max speed?
Okay.
Yeah, man. The predictions? Not too badly for this game here. I did say 4-2 Netherlands. Yeah, true. Ooh, I feel I gotta change my France predictions, bro. I feel I gotta change our France predictions.
Yale, I'm in charge of the sound. I'm the sound designer. So these guys need some practice because they don't sound good.
You know, actually, Papi and I do kind of the same line of work, guys. It's so strange, you know. To be fair, wow, Slovenia almost had a goal there, guys. Almost an
This
equalizer.
this is the console that we're using. I'm sure you've seen it before, Mark. It's just a regular CL5.
Oh, that's so nice, bro.
And
That's
yeah,
the venue version or the.
this is actually the old version.
Hmm.
There's a they're singing a song about Trinidad. Actually, it's like it's a show about the carnival.
First of all, Papi, you gotta make the vocals a little different if you want them to sing about Trinidad. You gotta mix the vocals like how they mix soca music. So you might want to listen to some soca and add a little bit more compression.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely. I've been listening to a lot of soca music. Actually, the last like 72 hours.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if a some good references will be like, you know, probably listen to Kess and Oh Jesus, bro! Oh, the poor saving Denmark Sesko, bro. This man, that rocket, Jesus, bro, bang. Ooh, hey, that keeper was dead meat, bro. That was back of the net. The post, I feel like the post moved. The post looked like it moved an inch from where it was originally placed. I think you have to make sure and check to see if it line it's straight. Goal! 1-1. 1-1 Slovenia. Let's go. On the mark. Yeah. Slovenia is in 1-1. It's 1-1, Papi. Bang. If Sesko win this game, I'll be pissed. Whoa, Brendan Chappell, Luan and them was laughing at my team earlier, but my team, the fight, they've came back fighting.
How much time is left? Hold on.
Huh? It have 20 minutes left.
Come on, we can't let Slovenia. Come on, man.
Papi, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Sounds good. Brendan says Denmark has been too arrogant in the lead up to this tournament. They deserve this goal from Slovenia. Jeez. 15 minutes to go. Come on, Denmark. Do not disappoint me.
Almost 2-1, Slovenia there, no, Papi.
What? You said 2-1? That sucks. That man can't get anything. Wait, Luther, did you predict a draw? Let me look at the predictions. Oh yeah, you said a draw at halftime and a draw at full time, if I'm remembering correctly. In your paragraph. Let me go double check.
Critical moments here, guys. It looked like Slovenia looking to score, but Denmark with our corner here. Save. Denmark could have went 2-1 up, Who number 9 is that? Who can't hit anything? Yeah, Ali talking about. Yo! 2-1! No, lucky. Off the side netting. Side netting. Sorry, guys. Hoyland could possibly score still to don't rule that out. But wow, this number 9. I tell man, this number 9, bro. He is the worst playing for Slovenia. They need to focus on that and let Benjamin Sesko be the focal point up front. But
I'm on 81.45. That's the minute. Oh.
I feel like this match definitely should have a winner at the end. Definitely.
Come on, Denmark. Come on.
How do you feel about the sound directing? Can you hear the instrument? Yes. Yeah. I can. Okay. Way better than yesterday. We'll tell you.
Hoyland is substituted. I wonder how much points I get for Hoyland playing today in my fantasy, boy.
Oh yeah. Probably 1 point because he hasn't scored, has he? No.
It might be a little bit more. He played well.
Hey boy, you want double? Maybe.
2 points. Wait, Benjamin Sesko in my team?
Oh no, Hoyland has been taken off. He's been subbed off.
Yeah, Benjamin Sesko need to score because he in my team today too. Bag a goal to take it to victory. Bring him up to wait on 28 points. Oh yeah, I have Bastoni who scored last night for Italy. Just forgot. Oh, that's a yellow card, bro. Yellow card for Salah making a poor challenge on Christian Eriksen. That was poor from him. Deservingly given a yellow card there.
Zancella just got a yellow card. What a last name. Oh, what a name. Zancella.
Sam Selland.
Yeah. Oh, there's gonna be a goal for sure. The dying moments.
Still 2 months for PL Manu Tata.
Luan, you
If they
have to
hadn't
visit
taken off
with
Hoyland,
Tata.
they might have scored a goal in the dying moments.
Oh, sorry, did someone just?
Mm.
Okay.
Sesko. It looks like my team creating the biggest upset, you know.
True, so far. Yeah. Come on, Denmark.
Come on, Slovenia. Get the ball to Sesko. I need him to bag so I could go to the top of the group.
Big up Imran Khan in the house.
Off the post. You know, you're supposed to get points in FPL for the amount of times this fella hit post. Charlie knows, bro.
Get out of here with that.
I mean,
You're trying to
you
run.
see that rocket? The post literally shake. The whole goal post was like.
That's Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunesism.
Slovenia looking to score a goal in the death here, you know. I seen it, you know. I should have predicted Slovenia to win instead of Denmark, bro. Telling you, dog. Telling you.
Whoa! It's a goal! Wait. Oh, that was a replay. Okay.
Bro, it looking like this could be a goal here, you know, bro.
That was a replay.
All right. One last attack for Slovenia as they win the ball on the half line. Progressing the play up forward. The number 9 has the ball. Could he finally make a good decision? Could he? He does. He gives the ball to someone else. They swing the ball into the box. And it's a corner. It should be a corner. It should. Yes, that might be a penalty. Elbow to face. That could be a penalty. It's not. No penalty. No penalties for elbow to the side of the head.
He's just a very good actor. He's a good actor.
It look a little soft.
There's some good acting here. He needs to be on the stage. He needs to be right there with all the other actors.
Like that fellow Chukwuemeka.
Yeah.
Danish Dynamites. Come on, Slovenia is the chant in the stadium right now. Is the chant coming from this side? Let's get that goal. It's gonna be tough for Rasmus and the guys to get through if they lose this game. You know, I'm gonna feel bad for them, to be fair, but should have never given me Slovenia. Ball over the top. Still in play. Slovenia still in possession. Play linking up well, moving the ball. Oh, lost possession there. Win it back in midfield. Slovenia is just hoofing the ball forward, bro. Make some better decisions. Keep control of the ball. Slovenia. Slovenia. Give it to Sesko. This maniac, bro. This maniac, bro. Come on, man. 4 minutes left.
Oh, Imran Khan. It is Christian Eriksen who scored.
Yeah, Christian Eriksen had the only
Sweet
goal
goal.
for Denmark. Great goal, to be fair. Very, very smartly taken. Great control on the chest and back of the net.
And then Janza, is that how you pronounce his name? The Slovenian who scored. I think that's
Is it?
probably how you say his name. Janza or something like that. That's how you say it.
Something like that.
Eric Janza.
Eric Johnson.
So it's been a day for Eric. Eriksen, Eric Janza.
Eric and Eric. Oh, another Eric was riding through Manchester and receiving a lot of fun of fans today, riding through with his family. So good to see.
Who's this? Eric Cantona? Wait, which Eric?
Eric Ten Hag.
Oh. Of course.
To be Eric Ten Hag, bro. I tell man, my team will be in the best of the third place finishers. You know, man didn't believe me. You know. If I go on to get a draw here and smash up Albania.
You wish, bro.
What's good? Oh, Papi, Vegeta is hosting the game for the England game, right? Everything's already set up and everything.
So. I hope
Don't
so.
forget to get some nails to add them on later on, because you didn't do any for the ones earlier on, except the first three.
Sure. Vegeta. Because I can watch the second half. I'm pretty much on my dinner break from the second half, so I'll be here for the whole of the second half of the England game.
Yeah, I'll be back for the second half too, but you know, I might have to walk out and get some fresh air in a bit and see what I have going on. The weather is nice, so I'll take a walk out in the city and see what's going on, you know. Oh! What? Bro, this defender from Denmark almost play in the number 9, you know, from Slovenia. Almost play him in on goal. Yeah, buddy. Just about the same, you know.
And thank you, Mitch. Happy Father's Day to you too, and all the fathers out there. To you too. Thanks, Mitch.
I gotta make a few calls to Trinidad while as you're saying that there, but in a few minutes.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you.
Isn't it now about lunchtime? Isn't it now about 10 o'clock, about midday, just afternoon in Trinidad, 1 o'clock? So it's still a good time. I ain't too badly off. Slovenia with a late substitution. Could be the moment where we come and steal the game at the end.
Sesko looks like a disappointment, huh?
Yeah, he just came off disappointed, bro. I'm being honest, but I'm being honest, real honest. Slovenia should have had a penalty in this game. You know, I feel like it probably will be talked about. But apart from that, a deserved draw. You know, Manu Tata, I'm gonna be sad to see you go. You definitely only said what you said about on these streams. You have to be on my stream still. You know, if you go, where's my buddy I'm gonna be talking to every morning, bro? What's good? What's good? Yeah, it was a good game, Compo Smurf. I think, you know, it would be as everyone expected. Denmark dominating possession, especially in the beginning of the game. They started really quickly. They had quite a few chances, but they didn't take them. You know, Ericsson, however, got his chance and took it. And after that, they basically allowed Slovenia to get a bit comfortable, and Slovenia started taking the game into their own hands. They eventually got the equalizer. They should have had a penalty before that, but a good game, a very hard-fought game between two teams that you clearly can see were very, very intentfully trying to get 3 points, but in the end settling for a draw.
For sure. And Lutata called it. He said it was gonna be a draw.
He
At
did.
least he was right about something. Yeah.
He did.
Matter
He
of
did.
fact, let me actually look at the people that predicted a draw right now and say shout out to them real quick. Definitely. Oh no, Drex said it was gonna be an Denmark win 3-1. Never mind.
I think it's only Lutata predicted draw.
Yeah, it might be only the touch. I'm just double checking everybody else.
Everybody else was on a Denmark victory. Even I mean,
Yeah.
I thought, you know, it would have more goals in the game. I thought it would have been like a 3-2. I actually thought there would have been more goals in the game because, being honest, Denmark have more firepower. You know, I thought it would be a slim chance that Slovenia would have been able to, you know, take the lead and hold the lead from Denmark for hopefully all 90 minutes. But what a performance by Christian Eriksen. I have to say he has to be the man of the match for the game. And hands down, not just for the goal, but basically he was everywhere. He created almost everything positive that it had to go on with Denmark. So, you know, I would have to say he's my man of the match of the game. And on the flip side, I would have to say that the same defender, what's his name, Giannis. I think he was the best player in the game, not just because he scored, but his overall performance for the 90 minutes was pretty spot on.
Yeah, but Ericsson looks like he's been voted man of the match for it's not just his goal, but it's just his all-round performance. So that's nice to see. Good for him. Hopefully he can bring this back to United. You know.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of just feel like I've seen a player that I haven't seen play for United all season today, to be honest, and it has me a little bit upset.
Wait, R10 also predicted 2-2 actually. Yeah, right. You're right.
Big up R10.
2-2. Yeah. So R10 and Matata are the only people that got a I got a point. Yeah. Shout out to Alien Tano in the house.
Big up to Tano. Great goal from Christian Eriksen there, yo. Have to say. Papi, what are your thoughts about the game so far? What did you think?
Well, for the parts that I saw, I feel like Denmark disappointed. Honestly, I was waiting for Denmark to get the winner, but you know, so I'm more disappointed than anything. But you know, big up to Slovenia with the first upset, you know, of the tournament. Really, like because Denmark were the favorites going into this, so So it is what it is. Stephanie says, I predicted 2-0 Denmark. You know, Esco predicted 5 Denmark goals. So
Wow,
he's the one in the mud, really. And
that was
I think you're
rash.
saying Holland
5.
is going to score a hat trick. So,
No,
you
I
know,
thought Holland would
at
have
the end of the
scored as
day,
well, to be
good
fair.
stuff. It's only going to make this this group even more interesting because the next game. So who do Denmark play next? Are you able to quickly check, Mark, to see who?
1 second. Let me just check it out really quickly. The next game
Oh, I
is
guess check out
Denmark versus Serbia versus England. Denmark versus England is the next game.
Yo, Slovenia versus England is gonna be interesting as well.
Yeah, but
When that happens, okay.
I think by that time Slovenia would be on 4 points because Denmark plays England next. So that means Slovenia has Serbia.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, this prediction game is gonna be interesting because now it's all about who can call out the upset. It's really that because a lot of people have been going with the favorites for the most part. So anyway, Will Man United says bring them both on. Let's go. All right, we'll see how England does today. We'll obviously we'll be here for the watch along. Like I'll be here especially for the second half, and I think Vegeta is gonna start off the first half. And yeah, at the end of the day, draw is a fair result, as Yale said. First game of the tournament for these two teams, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm pretty much just thinking that I was hoping that it was going to be England and Denmark to go through. I think that's what I predicted in the brackets game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alien Channel,
That's
by the
not
way,
gonna happen. It doesn't look like it. Because
we'll
if
see.
Slovenia plays, I think Slovenia playing Serbia first gives them a little bit of a breathing space to get some points.
Yeah.
And I think Denmark is going to be chasing.
Well, Holland hasn't scored yet, so I think he's gonna leave this tournament with a couple of goals whenever Denmark gets knocked out. But yes, we'll be here for Maino, Bellingham, and Rice. Hopefully, Maino is selected. Do you know if the lineup is out already? Oh, it should be out right now.
I'm gonna double check right
Oh,
now.
please,
It should be.
Please tell me
be
Kobe
out.
Maino is starting. Please. Do not put Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield, Southgate. He's got to do the right thing.
I think that's what he did, to be fair, but let me just double check.
No Trent. Please.
England, Serbia at 9 p.m. Lineups. If
Kobe?
you want to hold on for 2 minutes, Papi, the lineup should be coming out in 2 minutes. Literally, it should be coming out in 2 minutes.
Yeah, me too. I'll forfeit my dinner time to watch Kobe Maino starting. Please, Stephanie, let pray Gareth Southgate has made the right choice. Compose, please put your prediction in the community post if you have not put it. If you have not put it yet.
Lineups are out. The lineups are out.
Let's see. No Maino.
And the lineups are out. Captain Harry Kane, flanked by Foden and Saka, Bellingham in behind, flanked by Rice and Trent Alexander-Arnold, Trippier at the back, Guehi, Stones, and Walker, Pickford in goal. And they are going to be facing against Mitrovic up front, captaining Serbia with Vlahovic flanking him. Kostic, I don't know if a lot of you guys know who Filip Kostic is, but he won the Europa League with Eintracht Frankfurt in 2021 as their top scorer with 21 goals, and he scored 17 in the UCL. You need to be worried. We're very wary about that guy. There's Zirkovic, Milankovic, Savic, Guedic, Lukic, and in the defense there's Vlekovic, Milenkovic, and Pavlovic.
Too many itches.
Lots of itches. But what I could tell you about those itches is that it ain't going to be scratching. They're going to be coming hot. at the
Oh.
English defense. So let's hope that
Oh.
England, one of the top teams in the tournament with the greatest squad depth, I would say one of the front runners, expect us to go far into the round of 16, even into probably the quarterfinal tie. They're going to have a good game on their hands because, Mitrovic is there with Vlahovic. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough. It's going to be a good game. England has to be at their very best, and they have to be clinical today.
Man, I'm hoping Mitrovic can at least. I want Serbia to score first, and then England, will start fighting back. I want a fun game like that. If England score first, then it's just even gonna be much easier for Gareth Southgate. Anyway, we will be here. We'll be here. Make sure you also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any streams that happen, guys. And yeah, slip up the pitch. Stephanie. Exactly. Otherwise Vegeta is gonna take us a nap in the first half. It's gonna be a nap along. So yeah, let's go Serbia, let's go England. Who drew Serbia? I gotta look in the game in our game to see who drew Serbia. But anyway, no Maino, Bellingham is in there, and you said Rice is in there too, right?
Yeah, Bellingham and Rice. Bellingham, Rice, and Trent Alexander-Arnold.
It sounds like a meal, Arjen, when you think about it. Bellingham, main on the side, and some rice. It actually sounds like a meal. Anyway, guys, kindly don't forget the important thing to hit the like button as well. So yeah, Man United, we will be here. Traffic cone Trent says compost. Anyway, Mark, you can close up the show, bro.
Big up, guys. Thank you for joining us. It's your boy Mark, an MUFC fan, and Botswana Poppy coming in from work, covering the latest Euro 2024 matches. And this was my team, Slovenia, bringing in the first upset of the tournament with a 1-1 draw against Denmark. Yeah, you know how it is.
They're gonna get it in. They're not making out.
And later on, you're gonna see halftime with Vegeta. Also, myself and Papi will be joining him at the halftime interval afterwards. Stay tuned, guys. There's more coverage coming to you of the Euros 24 with England versus Serbia up at 8 p.m. UK. Guys, get in and you will see it later on. Catch you guys. Thank you for joining us. And you know what, guys? Smash the likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And those of you on X, wherever you're watching, Twitch, leave a comment, leave a like. And, if you can come across to YouTube, smash a like. It's also being shared on my channel as well, Mark and MUFC fan. You could also go there, smash a like and subscribe if you haven't, on the road to 300 subs. But you know what it is. Catch you guys later. Bruno Fernandes!